Okay, Ashley, I've got your work up here. Um, all right, I was reading through your writing. Thank you so much for including this kind of summary of your experience with the assignment thus far. Thank you very much. So a few recommendations here, a few comments. First, we've got a couple of missing requirements. The main thing is that masked image. We need to include that masked image from assignment 2-1. That's required. That's not included here, so we need to include that. Also, we take a look. You said that your type looks like Comic Sans, but it's not Arial. I'm guessing if this is a version of Arial, it's Arial rounded. But body copy requires Arial regular, so we can't use Arial rounded. This also seems to be presented in bold. We don't want to do that. I think this is an interesting take. I do, but the problem is if you're going to use this kind of typographic configuration where you've got everything crossed out, except why not just go? It's a clever idea, but I'm not so sure it's working in this particular uh, case. And the reason I say that is because and most importantly, we don't have the promotion. This is a promotional ad, not an informational ad, so we need to include that promotional information. So, okay, so my recommendation is this: is you know what you're doing. You know how to adjust the image. You know how to set the type. The image itself, to me, is not the most relaxing image. It's an aerial view. Aerial views are extremely difficult to work with. And it just doesn't look like a relaxed scene, maybe because of this big, giant, like kind of jagged rock over here. I think a question that we could ask ourselves is, would you allow your small children, or whatever your situation is, your grandchildren, to climb on this rock? And I would not, absolutely not. It looks like it could cut somebody, and it looks like it could be dangerous. So I think that we could probably use a more effective background image. And my recommendation is this: is just to set up yourself a headline, a subhead, and a paragraph of body copy describing the promotion. That's my recommendation. I think it's not too late to turn back and do that now, specifically since you're showing outstanding proficiency in all of the techniques associated with a redesign. You don't have to redesign. You can keep it like this, but I just really think about this and think about how you're going to explain this promotional offering in your headline. I quite often recommend students to sit back, take this basic configuration: headline, subhead, informational paragraph, contact information, logo, and then the masked image. But if you want to stray from that, that's fine. It's perfectly fine with me, but keep experimenting here. I don't think this is necessarily working. And please, Ashley, please understand, my comments are not meant to be discouraging. Okay, you know me by now. I mean, I'm really cultivating. So that's all I'm trying to do, is get you to understand the ramifications of this ad as it reflects, or it relates to the assignment objectives, the learning outcomes, and the way that this will behave, the way it will also be able to be transposed successfully into a web banner ad. Okay, so let me know what your thoughts are, or if you want to reconfigure, or let me know where you're at on my comments. Okay, all right, excellent start. Thanks so much for sharing.